Hey guys, I am Felipe Genovez, host of Elite Podcast. In today's episode, I'm talking with Marcos Cazaqui. Listening to this till the end, you will follow us talking about Star Wars, mind development. We will introduce you guys to the Elite Project, who is Felipe Genovez, a briefing of Marcos' history and the addictions that he has overcome, how it was to use the dial-up internet in the past, and much more. So just check it out. Do you like Star Wars?
A lot. This scene, he arrives behind his enemy. He jumps very high, from very high place. So no one is expecting him. He just arrives there and hello there.
Okay. Which move is this? Which one? Because there are several moves, right?
3.
Okay. Which one do you most like?
Which one do I like the most?
Yes.
Let me see. Well, I like more the third movie because of Anakin's transformation from good to bad.
Okay. Is this the one
Is this the one?
that the guy says, "I'm your father," something like that?
No. The guy who says, I'm your father, in this movie, he's a good guy, a Jedi. And slowly but surely, he turns to the dark side, to bad guy. He murders a lot of younglings. He murders his wife. He tries to murder his master. And almost barely, he almost murders his son and his daughter. His son survives and later on fights him. And there he discovers, that's my son. Look, I am your father.
But the guy who kills everyone.
Wait?
The guy who kills everyone, the dark side or Darth Vader? Darth Vader.
Yeah. His name is Anakin Skywalker, and he turned into Darth Vader. His son, Luke Skywalker, has the same potential to become great. Both of them have the potential to be unparalleled, but Anakin Skywalker is an impulsive guy. He does things based on emotions, on instinct. His son is the complete opposite. His son thinks before he does anything. He rationalizes if it's good for him or not.
And do you think the guy who kills everyone, the one who has killed the wife, he has a good reason to do that, or he doesn't? He just killed her for fun?
No, the story of the movie is the Jedi are a society of supernatural beings, okay? Anakin is especially gifted, and he can see glimpses of the future when he sleeps, and he saw his beloved wife dying. A user of the dark side tried to con him by saying, I can save your wife if you turn to the dark, and slowly began to poison his mind. In the end, he's not himself anymore.
It's like the Venom.
Oi?
So the dark side is like the Venom. Do you remember Venom from Spider-Man?
Yeah. Not like that. Venom has his own mind. The dark side is like
the worst of your
bad habits. And when you begin to build bad habits, you yourself begin to transform to bad guy. It's not like I have a pure heart, but I would do this bad sometimes just because I need to do. It will not taint my heart. It's a lie. It will taint your heart.
Okay, I see. I know what I mean. Yeah.
So slowly, his mind was poisoned. He began to turn to the dark side to the point where he alone killed several of his masters, Jedi Knights, Jedi Masters, to the point he killed younglings, kids with 8-9 years. They were training to be Jedi, but instead of having a long life, they met Anakin. Anakin was already a Jedi Knight. No one could face him on one-on-one and win. Everyone knew that if you face this guy one-on-one, you lose. He's too strong. Just that, he's too strong.
He is like Goku.
Something like that, but if you think it's more like a martial artist, his style was way too offensive, and he relied upon too much of his physical prowess.
Okay, but he has
so he could overpower you easily. In the third movie, his master that is weaker than him can overpower and defeat him, because his master trained a very defensive style that based on counter-attacks. So after a few hours, 8-9 hours of combat, Anakin was tired and his master was not, because he was just parrying and defending.
Defending himself. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. That's really interesting.
The Star Wars lore is very interesting for mind development.
Oh, do you think? Yes.
Because you see what happens if you poison your mind with the wrong stuff.
Yeah, I think our mind is like I don't know if this is correct to say, but it's like a virgin soil, you know. Anything that you anything that you put in the virgin soil will grow up, and whatever, for good or for bad, you know.
You reap what you sow.
What?
You reap what you sow.
So it's like the act of put something in the soil, and yeah, that's true.
You reap what you sow.
What you sow. Yeah, this is totally true. This is for life. Let's get started, bro. Hi everyone, my name is Felipe Genovez. I'm the host of Elite Podcast. In the podcast today, we're going to introduce you guys to our podcast, What's Elite Podcast. We already have a podcast in Portuguese, and now this is the version in Portuguese. And I brought Marcos Cazaqui here to talk with me, actually. So you're going to follow me on this interview. So we're going to talk about everything that we have done and all the plans that we have for you guys in English. Hey, Marcos, say hello to everyone.
Hello there. Hey everyone, my name is Marcos Cazaqui. Funny, I did. Currently, I'm working with Felipe. We're doing a very, very dangerous job of editing videos, a lot of stuff, hard stuff, basic stuff. I'd love to introduce you the content we have. We put so much effort, so much love to do these things, but we're limited by our language. We speak English. We're from Brazil. So we learned...
That's beautiful, Marcos. That's beautiful words to everyone. So the main idea of this English podcast from Elite, we have the Content Elite. This is a project that Marcos is helping me to develop. So we put in this project podcast, interviews, courses, many things to bring more value to yourselves, to our audience. And if you are from India, if you are from Pakistan, North America, Canada, Australia, or every corner of the world, we are here to bring you many information from Brazil as well, because I think many people are interested in Brazil. So many people that I have talked with, they said, oh, in Brazil, you speak Spanish, right? Hello, amigo. No, it's not hello, amigo. It's not muchacho. Here in Brazil, it's not muchacho. It's mano. Hey, mano. E aí, mano. It's like, hey, dude. Something like that.
Yo, brother.
Hey, brother. Hey, bro. Do you say hey, bro to someone, Marcos, in Brazil?
Aside my own brother, I don't think I used much.
Yeah, I think so. But mano, you use mano, don't you?
A lot.
Oh, yeah. So
one hell lot.
Everything is mano. It's like dude.
And it's funny that we use basically the same intonation from the voice. Yeah. Just think about it. You're freaking livid. That son of a taint. Wrong with you. And you look at him, dead in the eye, dude.
Mano. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. That's true.
Just like that.
The same cases you mean, for example, when you are upset, when you are happy, or when you are angry, you say, dude, mano.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, mano. Yeah, you're right. So let's talk more about elite content elite, and about the elite podcast, the things that we have done in Portuguese. Now we're gonna. So
now it's my turn to ask you. Actually, I never asked you this. How the idea of the elite sprouted in your mind?
Actually, about the name or about the content, about the project?
The project, the podcast, everything we have now sprouted from somewhere. It's not like what one day you decided, okay, I'm going to host a podcast.
Actually, so it has been a while. I started to rec content and put on my personal YouTube channel, on my Google account. But I didn't have any purpose with that. I was just talking, but I didn't have like a frequency and also like a commitment. I didn't have any commitment. And I had that thing on my heart to do something online, because I think the online is the future. I think online is the future. So if you want to have a business, to use the internet to make business is the best thing to make a lot of money and to bring good things to the people. It's not all about the money. It's about the thing that we give back to the people. If you give good...
Fe, when was it that the first time you thought, I want to share everything I gathered in my mind with everyone? The year, basically.
Since when I was teenager. So because
you have 13 now, right? 30. You have 30 now, right?
Yeah, I'm 30 years old now. So
okay, so let's say about 15 years. 15?
Mm-hmm. Something like that. Yeah.
So back there, Windows 98. Yeah. Back in your head, you're thinking there, internet's gonna be the future. Okay.
No, I was not sure of it. Actually, I didn't have this thing on my mind, but in that time, I thought I want to do something to change the world,
It's funny because when we are teenagers, the first thing we want to do is change the world somehow. It's funny.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say, you had this idea, internet is going to be the future, and it was before the pandemic, right?
Yes, totally, definitely. Yeah. So what happened? I saw you are the same age as I am. So what I saw when I was getting old, during my life, so I saw the internet develop, the changing of the internet. So we had the old internet, the one which used to make that noise, and then we got the faster internet, which is...
We can say we saw the birth of it, literally.
Yeah, exactly. And then I remember Orkut. We had Orkut. We had
MSN,
MSN, ICQ. There was blogs. Here in Brazil, we had vlogs. I don't know if vlogs is something international. I'm not sure. But, bro, I was into those things, but somehow I didn't have anyone telling me, keep doing, keep posting, do your stuff. I remember I I had maybe 13 years old. I was 13 years old, and I was overnight on the internet looking at things that no one used to see. In that time, Emma, I was thinking about to become a hacker. You know, I was thinking, oh,
Really?
Yeah. I was 13 years old. I was on the computer overnight, many days, many nights, and then
just to clarify for you guys, when we were 13, 14, 15, the internet was slow as fuck. You have no idea.
Yeah, it was a shit.
And it was very, very, very expensive. For you to use 50 cents a minute, you need to use after midnight till 6 a.m. So everyone who used the internet used after midnight to 6 a.m. So just to clarify why he's saying, after midnight I was searching, I was this, it's because of this. It was really, really expensive.
Yeah. It was 50 cents a minute. And after midnight, it was only 50 cents the whole period, right?
Yeah. Something like that. I don't clearly remember.
Yeah, but it was something like that. And then I was studying how to become a hacker and etc. The first hate, whatever.
Language.
Yeah. You know, like when you start to program something, the language.
The first language I ever heard was DOS, COBOL.
No, I didn't know those.
C++.
HTML. Yeah, it was HTML. The first one.
Yeah. Remember now. Okay, due to some technical issues, we gonna start overall. Yeah, we're back. I was gonna say we're gonna start all over just to scare them, but it's fine too.
No. All over, no, it's too much. It's okay for me.
Okay. So you began hacking.
I started to learn. In that time, there was a software on the Windows package. I don't remember the name, but you could build a website in that software in that time. I think the Office removed that software from the package that they have today nowadays. And
it was part of the Office package.
Yeah, it was. I can search here on the internet just to tell you the name. And I remember when I was 14, I built my first website, but I didn't know how to host the website. I just used the platform to build the thing that I wanted it to build. And that's it. It was on my diskette forever and ever. No, it's no, it's not disk. In English, it's flip-flop. Flop disk.
Yeah, floppy disk. You know, now that you said floppy disk, a few weeks ago, a kid told me, "Whoa, you have a 3D print of a floppy disk?" No, sorry. You have a 3D print of the save icon, and I had to explain that it was a floppy disk. What was a floppy disk?
How old was the guy?
It was a kid, 9 years old.
Oh man! Oh, you have the save icon. That's funny.
The save icon. Wow!
Oh, nice. No man, this is a flop disk. Yeah, that's it. And then I didn't have any. What happened? The people around me told me, "Oh, you need to make something else. You need to become like a civil engineer if you want to do something, you know." So I stopped to think about those things that I liked, and I started to like new things that I didn't like before.
You started to do things you don't like, right?
No. I learned how to like new things. I learned to like new things. For example, I learned to like.
But you buried that love you had for computer, for sites, for spreading that information. You kind of buried it.
Exactly. I put everything in a trash, because what happened, so if you think it was happening, the change was happening in that time, maybe 90, let me see, 13, 2002, 2004, 2003, the change.
Right after the end of the world.
Yeah, exactly. The change the real change started in that time, But my parents, my relatives, no one knew how to manage that thing. Actually, no one knew what was happening. They were living their lives, and nothing was happening actually for them. But a revolution was happening behind the scenes. And I think Google was starting or growing.
Yeah.
And actually, in that time, I remember I didn't use Google. It was Yahoo.
Yeah, Yahoo search.
Yahoo search was the main. And here in Brazil, we had, I don't remember the name, but Cazaqui, something like that. I don't know.
In
Portuguese,
in Portuguese, it's Cazaqui. In English, was find here, something like that.
Yeah. And we had that searching tool, but I think they don't exist anymore, I believe.
No, and besides at that time, we use books much more than the internet. You need some information, go to the library.
Exactly. And Google was was starting. Yeah. It was starting. And it was a real good time to start something. But as I told you, I had to change my values for something that people know most. So I started to study, to go to school, pay attention in other things. And all the love that I had for information, I kind of lost, And
yeah, let me see if I get this. You conformed to society's idea of you need to do this, you need to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't follow your dreams.
No, it was.
They are bullshit.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't have the mature to understand what was my dream. I didn't know. I was just living. I was doing stuff on computer, and it was me. It was not something else. It was like, as you like to breathe, you need to breathe. I was in front of the computer thinking, what I'm going to do today? I'm going to try to dominate the world. Those two rats, mouse, I don't know.
The Pinky and Brain.
Pink and Brain. What are you going to do today? Conquer the world. I don't know.
Personally, I think, at least here in Brazil, we are conditioned to work under someone. We are conditioned to not think for ourselves. And that's sad, because a lot of dreams die. Okay, you did not have the elite podcast, the elite content dream, but you had a love. And that love was the blueprints for everything that was going to come after 15 years later. If you had started 15 years back then, it's not like, I was going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be a millionaire. No. Yeah. The lyrics is a little different. I just illustrated something. The point is not to, I want to be rich. No. We could have something more tangible, more... Instead of starting at the age of 30 with everything we know now, we could done for trial and error back then.
Yeah, we could be much ahead where we are nowadays. Something like that, I think we're trying to say. Yeah, I totally agree. So I had to live the life. I had to find a job. I had to start the uni. When we studied together in 2006, the first time I was the best in biology in the class. I don't know if you remember, but all the time when someone had any issue with any doubts in biology, they used to come to me. And then I was thinking I'm gonna be a doctor. And the reality is to be a doctor is not for everyone, etc., etc. So
I cannot see you all in white.
That's funny, man. That's funny. I barely can see blood. You know, if I see blood, I will. I don't know.
You faint.
Yeah, I will follow. I don't know, whatever. And then I went to the uni. I did civil. I become civil engineer, and that thing is not the thing that I want for my life. And then I started to track those videos that I told you before.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay. In this time, in the middle of this time, I became teacher, and then I
really,
I taught the College of Civil Construction. No, it was not a high school. It was like a college.
College.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. We call here because we have the bachelor. I think there's college, bachelor, and master, something like that.
Yeah.
And I taught the college boys and girls of civil construction for only 6 months.
But it must be fun to find a teacher that is almost your age.
Bro, I gave classes to people older than me, maybe same age, a little older, but people when you go to the class to give class to those people, some people don't want to hear you, don't want to listen to you.
Younger than them.
Yeah. There's a kind of, I don't know how to say, but discrimination, you know. And
they look down on you.
Yeah, they look down on you, and then you need to be rude. Actually, I was pretty rude. I used to say to them, if you want to get your certificate, you need to do what I'm telling you to do. So if you want to get good score, if you don't do your best on my class and you don't get a good score, I will
fail you, basically.
Yeah, that's it. And then many people didn't like me, but the girls, they were in love. Oh, teacher. But it was fun, you know.
Can I exchange this
the class?
This high score for something else?
Teacher, I don't. No, I'm just kidding, guys.
No?
I was not. No. One day I remember one girl sent me a message on Facebook or Instagram. I don't remember actually. And she said, "Oh, you are my teacher. How are you doing?" But I was professional, so I didn't answer their message. And I think I deleted that message, because after that I tried to find the message, but I couldn't find.
I stopped being a teacher. Let me look at that.
Let me find that thing. Let's get back again. Let's start again. But no, bro.
Look, that I can totally see you doing. You find the girl 6 months later. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. But no, I couldn't find that message again. So if one day she learned English and watched this and want to send me a message again,
please do. He's gonna be waiting.
Please do. Yeah, that's it. But in that time, I was already thinking about to do a thing to the people. And okay, make long story short, in the pandemic time in 2020, I was at home in Brazil, managing the company in Australia. And because of the time zone, I was working overnight here, and I was doing nothing during the daytime here in Brazil, which was the nighttime in Australia. And then I thought I need to do something. I need to do something that will give people something, and that I can make money from it, actually, because when you give something, you receive something back, because I believe in value. I believe in value. So if I give you something that worth, if I build like a system of courses, training or content or entertainment, if I give you something like that and you think, whoa, this content worth more than $5, for example. So I will give to Felipe $5 because his content worth more than $5 for me. So that's my plan, to give you something great enough for you that you can think, whoa, this really worth.
So like bring a price to the value you're trying to bring to people.
Exactly. And internet, as I told you, I saw many people developing companies through online using the internet, and I had to use it because, bro, if I don't use internet, what I will use? We are in a pandemic time. Everyone is at home. How can I reach every person in the world, or in Brazil or in America? How can I reach those people if they are at home using the internet?
You can think a little smaller. How can I reach you? We are
the one who is listening, watching.
You and me, we are 800 kilometers away. There's no way in the pandemic you're gonna leave your house and come here to sip a cup of coffee.
I think we haven't talked about this yet. So I am in São Paulo. Felipe is in São Paulo right now, and Marcos is in
Paraná.
Paraná is a state of Brazil, and the city where you are is Maringá. So I'm here in the São Paulo state and São Paulo city, and Marcos is 800 kilometers far from me.
800. City from city.
City from city. That's it. And
although I am born in São Paulo too, we were kind of neighbors.
Oh yeah, we were, compared today.
No, it's funny because São Paulo is huge. Is actually one of the top 5 biggest city in the world.
Yeah, it is.
So to get from one side of the town to the other side, you take actually 3 to 4 hours. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. And look, it's the 5th, the largest, not the biggest. The first one is Tokyo, second Delhi, third Shanghai, Mexico City, and São Paulo. And in São
Where's
Paulo,
New York?
Let me see, the largest cities in the world. Let me see if they say something. No, I don't know. This is a very messy website. I don't want to look at this. But
I think we are the 5 most populated cities, something like that.
Yeah. I think we are.
5th. It's New York, Tokyo, Mexico City. I don't remember the 4th. We are the 5th one.
West. The large New York. Whoa! What the fuck is this? The top 5th largest built-up urban areas in the world. No, this is about urban areas. So
search for population.
Yeah, it changes everything. Well, whatever. So population, I'll see later. But in São Paulo, the metropoli.
Yeah.
The metropoli of São Paulo, we had, I think, 22 million people, something like that.
And rising.
Still
increasing.
Yes.
If you think about, there's Santo André, São Bernardo, São Caetano, Diadema, Guarulhos.
Yeah.
These are all cities. Mauá.
And many more.
Campo Limpo Paulista, Perus.
Many places.
All these are cities that are glued together in São Paulo. So if you take them in account, we have roughly 30 million in a urban area.
It's half of the population of France. I think France has 70 or 60 million people. So only in this area we have almost the half,
São Paulo has something like 40% of Brazil's PIB.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. It's not 60. It's 40.
Yeah, it lowered.
Oh yeah. It's we have many business happening here. Many corruption as well. Because bro, if you have much money in few hands, probably corruption will be there. Whatever. But
I feel sad that it is in human nature that the good stay quiet and the bad go and act up.
Actually, I think I think, for example, I was listening something like that. If the government it's really good, why does Bill Gates has his philanthropies initiatives? For example, if the state is really good, why the billionaire people don't put their money in the government hands? They prefer to use their money for philanthropist causes.
Yeah,
it's a question. And you gonna see him talking on his speeches. Oh, the government needs to get more money from the richest people. Okay, so why don't you just sign a check and give to them? You don't need to ask them to charge you. Do yourself your contribution, by yourself. Why you want to do that? Of course, he wants to be the Coca-Cola, the omnipotent force in the board, something like that. So it's better to charge people
I think he's rather do himself because he know where the money is going.
Yeah. That's it. So, and I don't think there are more corruption in the government than
anywhere else.
Provided companies or something like that, private sector, company sector, whatever. Well, yeah, that's it, Map. So I was at home during the daytime here in Brazil. What I can do, so I saw many podcasts starting, so why can't I start my own podcast? It was
why not me?
Yeah, why not me? I had everything here actually. In my mind, I thought I had everything. So I had my mobile phone. I can rec from my mobile phone. I had like a adjustment sound table, something like that. It's like a device where you can put the microphone and then you can manage the quality of the song and send this to the acoustic, to the speaker. You can send this straight away to the speaker. But this was bad, bro. My father has few microphones. I got his microphones and I put on that table, on that device. And when I tried to rack that thing, whoa, this sound was shit. Zoom is pretty better, but it's pretty good compared to that thing. Zoom is the software that we are using now to make this call. And
also the one to blame that we had difficult issues. 40 minutes is up. Goodbye.
Yeah, every 40 minutes you need to start again. And I started to study about how to rack a song with a sound with a very nice quality. And then after that, I had to buy a few stuff because, for example, if you only spend money, you need to be smart to how can I spend that money with quality and how can I sell a good product to the customers. So
the difference between you invest in something and you make a liability.
Exactly. Or you make debt. I don't know if it's correct, this term, but I invest something in the quality for the audios, and then so I'm gonna how I'm gonna distribute the things. So I'm gonna distribute this in audio version, and I'm gonna distribute this in video through YouTube or something like that. So I need to rack properly, and I need to edit everything. So I had to learn how to edit a video. But I had to learn all of this from nothing, from nowhere. And now we have the...
It's fun if you think about that. Few years before, everything we need was in a library, in a book, paper. You need to look for the letter, now you just type on YouTube how to edit videos.
Yeah. And this is pretty interesting because, for example, before you had to leave your house, take a shower, brush your teeth, and put on the clothes and go to the library. So you spend a lot of time. Nowadays, you can just take your mobile, lay on your bed. You don't need to brush your teeth. You don't need to put on the clothes, and you can just learn things from your device. And this is something pretty interesting. I think I like the idea of doing those stuff through the mobile or through the computer. And this makes life much easier to learn, to do stuff. And I think that's why we are here, to get everything that we have learned, to get everything that we have to offer, because I have few things for my life and for myself and for our project. One of the things is be shark. Because if he stops to swim, he drops down because he weighs.
He dies.
Yeah, also he dies because of his biology and the oxygen and everything. And be shark, be water.
The shark is amazing because the shark only moves forward. The shark is so adapted that he's older than trees, he's older than dinosaurs, he's older than humanity itself.
If you need to follow an example, follow the shark example, for example.
Yeah,
I believe in you. Be water, because water...
Bruce Lee, be water.
Exactly. Bruce Lee used to say that, because water can go through any obstacle. So if you have any challenge in your life, just go through it, Water doesn't care if there's a wall, if there's a rock, if there's anything on your path. The water just goes and turn around and gives its way. That's it. Be water, be strong, keep going, give your best, and don't be the best student in the class. Be the best student out the class. If you are the best person in your room, or the smart...
Jack Ma.
He said that?
Yeah, he said you don't need to have the highest grades, but you need to have grades high enough that you can pass. And if you do that, you have free time to study another things.
Exactly.
Anything you want.
Exactly. But I believe, Ma, if you are a fucking amazing guy or girl, bro, you need to be fucking amazing outside in the world. If you are the best fucking amazing people in your room, bro, you're not gonna change anything, how you're gonna change your walls, you're gonna paint your wall, but you're not gonna change the world. So if you want to be the greatest person, you don't need to be the greatest person in the class, in the room.
Something like it's easy to be the big fish in a small pond.
Exactly. Big.
You need to try to be the big fish in a big pond.
Exactly. So that's something that I bring in the elite. If we can give these things, this mindset to the people, why we will say this to ourselves, Let's share. As much as you give, as much as you get,
Yeah. I totally get you.
Yeah. So that's our plan with Elite, bringing interesting content to you guys. We're gonna make our content Portuguese soon. We're gonna put subtitles in English, so you can...
By we, you mean me, but yeah.
Yeah, you can Marcus brought from his life. I think the next podcast in English we can talk about your life. What do you think?
No problem at all. We already did in Portuguese.
Yeah.
And bro, it was fun.
So you need to buy beer in there, and I need to buy beer in here.
Because we did with beer in Portuguese, so we need to reenact exactly.
Exactly. Which beer? It was Eisenbach?
Yeah. I don't remember. We need to watch again, but I think it was Eisenbach.
Yeah. It was pretty funny, actually. We have talked about religion. There's a Brazilian religion called Umbanda. So I made a podcast about Umbanda with two...
That was not my podcast. That was one of his topics, just to clarify.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, well done, Marx. So it was only... we talk about everything. So we bring people from different culture, different point of views, different professions, and we talk to them about what that thing really means in their knowledge, because I learned that Umbanda, for example, this is only one example. Umbanda was a wrong thing, but actually it's a very interesting thing, They have a very interesting way to
Let me see if I guess this. Someone told you that this religion Umbanda was a bad thing, but you decided to learn from someone who knows it. Not a bias against.
Yeah. So if someone's told you something, go
it's
to
not
that.
I forgot the term, but someone had some opinion before, a negative opinion, and never studied it, and told you, "Oh, this is bad."
Yeah. Discrimination. It's a kind of discrimination. Yeah. So sometimes you learn you learn from your parents or relatives or people around yourself. You learn that few stuff are wrong, but you need to have a question inside yourself. You need to ask, why that thing is really wrong? Let me talk to someone who knows better than my parents about that stuff. Let's talk about Marcus. Marcus had addiction. Let's give some spoiler. Marcus had more than one, right? With cigarettes and few drugs, but nowadays he's clean, and he came to us to talk about his
the hardships of it was more like the hardships of overcoming addiction, the strength that this brings to you, and what changed your life.
Usually for bad, I believe.
No. When you overcome it, it ends for good. But it was a content meant for people younger than us or the same age that fell down this hole and is trying to climb back.
Yeah. I think actually, I think many people, even old people, like my parents or some friends of them, I think many people need to listen to that thing,
Cigarette, I think, is about 7 months now. I smoked for 15 years. 15, quite a lot.
You look
the other addiction that you will discover in the next podcast, it's been about 8 years that I'm clean.
You smoke for 8 years?
No. I smoked for 15.
Okay.
I'm clean of it for 7 months.
Okay.
The other stuff that I'm not gonna give spoiler now, I'm clean for 8 years.
Okay. Yeah. I see now. Yeah, so you had yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah. Well, guys, I hope you have enjoyed. Marx, give to us your vision of Elite. What do you have to say about elite content?
The first time I saw the elite content was when you were filming with a common friend of ours, Mateus. And it amused me because when I saw a video of 2 hours, you two talking, I felt that I was inside there because we three were very, very close at that time. And we began to talk again, talk about the past, the lives, what have passed in this time we were apart. And you invited me, brother, we need you here. We need you to tell people what you've been through. because I know it's gonna help someone. We can do a call, we can use Zoom, we can use WhatsApp, we can use wherever. And I decided, no, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. So we marked a day, I packed my stuff, traveled 800 kilometers, and suddenly I was calling, oh, Felipe, what? I'm here in São Paulo, come get me. What?
Yeah, it was true. It was crazy because it happened like in 1 week, and next Friday Marks were here, right?
Yeah, about it, we talked on one night. 2-3 days later, I was there. The next day we filmed. The next day I was coming back.
Oh yeah, it was pretty. We did the shoot on Saturday, and maybe Sunday midday, you were leaving.
Yeah.
We had a lot of beers. It was nice. We had a lot of laughs as well.
Man, I really love this crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Now I need to go to there where you are. I need to go to where you are. I owe you, bro.
You're welcome anytime you want. You don't even need to warn me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. So from now on, just follow us, share with the people that will be most interested in our content, help us sharing, giving your thumbs up, and then subscribe to your channel. If you prefer to listen this into your favorite podcast platform, we are in all of them. And soon we want to bring more things in English for you guys. Oh, and if you have something interesting to talk to us in English, you can call us or send your message, and it will be nice to talk to you if you have something interesting to share with us.
We have suggestions, please.
Yes, please. It will be really
some feedback, anything.
Yeah, that's it.